On today's video,
who should pay for the first date?
Who pays on a first date?
When you're on a date, who should pay?
Honestly, it depends. If she's a 10, we go 50-50. If she's a 9 or below, she pays for everything.
Who pays? Who pays on the first date?
Whoever idea was to go on the date.
Excuse me, it's too much!
and here are two lovely ladies that are gonna help us answer this question.
How do you feel about paying for the first date? Dibs. How do you feel about paying?
Okay, yeah, this one's very simple. I don't understand why there's a debate.
Actually, so simple.
It's so simple.
No, it's not.
You guys make this thing
If
hard.
No, we don't.
You guys make this thing so difficult.
If you're making it so difficult, please simplify it for us. Even though something tells me that she's just gonna make it more difficult.
Let's think about it. Let's say there's a guy who's been chasing me for my time, right? You want my company.
You take me out of.
You're taking me out.
My
I can
house.
be in my room. I can be sleeping. I can be talking to my parents. I could
Doing
be working,
academia.
I could be doing other things, like more productive things with my time. But you ask me out. You're gonna pay, dude.
Points!
Oh, so today I'm waking up and I am choosing violence.
How is that simple? By her logic, I could say the same thing. I could be at gym. I could be hanging out with my friends. Hell, I could be catching up on sleep. Or I could be in my nothing box doing absolutely nothing. I don't need to be pouring petrol in the car in order to meet up with you. Have you seen the price of petrol lately?
God damn. Bruh.
I could easily save my hard-earned money and put it to good use elsewhere than to be investing it on dates. After all, my time is just as important as yours. Unless you're trying to tell me this is a one-sided investment where I'm putting in and you just benefiting. Sounds like a scam if you ask me.
You guys make this thing so difficult.
Do you want to take me on a date?
Yo.
You can take me on a date.
You're gonna pay, dude.
That time, we're not even sure if the date is worth the effort.
Points!
Bruh.
Like, one, like, two, buckle my shoe.
What did she say?
One, like, two, buckle my shoe.
3, 4, knock at the door.
Okay, moving swiftly right along.
I can split, like I can go half.
Yeah.
That's fine, that's decent. But now I'm
Especially since we're students. Since we're students, if a guy like think he'd need to go half, I'd be like, okay, but I also wouldn't be impressed. I'd be like, meh.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So I must impress you by paying the bill. And you're gonna impress me by doing what exactly? By just showing up? Being pretty on the date?
Women spend on average to get ready for a date in cosmetics, hair, nails, getting everything did, $120 per date on average.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why a lot of women say that men should pay for the first date, is because we don't understand how much work it takes for a woman to get ready. Not even to mention the time she takes to get ready for the date.
That is bullshit.
If you're gonna go off by this theory, then I'm also making a solid effort to be presentable on this date, where I've invested some form of money to actually dress up and look presentable for this date. You preparing and looking good on a date shouldn't be used as a privilege for me asking you for your time. Unless you're basing your value on how you look, then go ahead and use that reasoning.
It's your first date, guys. At the end of the day, you're still trying to court me.
You need to.
You're still trying to court me.
You also need to go back to the stage of courting.
Yeah.
Courtship. Do you guys know what that is? Christian courtship. Go look it up.
Courtship!
Christian courtship in 2022.
Get the fuck out of here.
Guys must, yeah, you're gonna court me.
So when you want to be you're not doing a good job. Like,
Later on in the relation, like if we start dating or whatever.
I can even pay for the date.
Stop the cap.
I can even pay for the date.
No, you won't. Like when things develop later and whatever, I don't mind sharing my money with you or whatever. Okay.
Hey!
But like, I don't mind.
I told you. What did I tell you?
I can even pay for the date.
Cap.
Hey, but like, I don't mind.
Don't want peace. I want problems always.
Modern times come with modern day solutions. Gone are the days of traditional courtship. Why is it when it comes to modern day dating, men need to be traditional?
Bruh.
Feminism has put in so much work to make men accustomed to change. And some of us are slowly growing into it. My problem is, why are we picking and choosing when to be traditional and when to be progressive?
Bruh.
Women are empowered and independent. Nothing traditional about that, which is a good thing.
Women are always like, we want equality. Where's our equality? Pay us more money. Oh my God.
So paying for the bill or going half on the first date shouldn't really be an issue at this point, but somehow it is. Unless we are not as progressive as we claim to be.
We want equality.
You're gonna pay, dude.
What are you talking about?
I wouldn't mind like paying for stuff later on, but not at the
We don't know each other.
And she is right. We don't know each other. And that same reasoning applies to me as it applies to her. You're a stranger to me. However, I am willing to overlook that fact if you are willing to overlook that fact yourself. Hence, in order for us to know each other better, we need to be meeting up and going on dates, which requires money to happen. So by her logic, I must spend my money on a stranger.
Get the fuck out of here.
That time there is no guarantee that I will still see this person after the date has happened. Aye, this scam is volatile, hey?
It's all risky.
I'll pretend to like take up my purse.
Not impressed by your performance.
Come on.
Then you're gonna fake reach for your purse, trying to impress me,
Not impressed by your performance.
instead of paying your share of your investment in getting to know me, as I'm gonna pay for mine, as we have to go 50-50.
Pull out your wallet to offer to pay, and your date just sits there, expecting you to pay, as if that is the obvious course of action. In that moment, what did you just learn? You just learned that the person in front of you is entitled.
Do you think being old-fashioned and letting the guy pay is romantic? Or maybe should everyone just agree that if we want real equality, people who go on a date should just simply split the bill?
You're gonna pay it.
Never.
You're gonna pay it.
Never.
You must do the things. And to be honest, I would never go somewhere without bringing my own money, without sorting out my own transport. I would never do that point. But I will be like, I'll be like, yeah,
you asked me
if you don't ask
out.
me.
You said, let's go do this, let's go do that. Now I must pay for it.
Why isn't it possible?
That's if our chats were dandy and like really good and like I had a really great date besides for the whole building. We'll probably go on another date. I'm not to say that you're cancelled, but I would still look at you like, dude, like, that's weird. Like that's.
There is nothing weird about that. It just doesn't fit her narrative. To me, dating is saying,
I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
And if feelings are reciprocated, it means you're interested and plans are made. So, if I want to fully pay for a date, it should be my decision to make, not a requirement. After all, you're investing as much time, energy, emotions, and money in me as I'm investing in you. Let's be honest, modern day relationships are transactional. Hence now men are more straightforward about what they want out of a date.
I guess we splitting the check.
Hey, babe. Hey, am I getting something today?
No.
Paying for what? God damn!
That's why some women vanish after a date.
On today's episode of How Fucked Up Is Fucked Up.
He's paying for a date. Time to ghost him.
That was too good. Let's get the bell.
That's fucked up.
Kind of reminds me of this one dating coach that answered,
when you're on a date, who should pay?
I know. I mean, that's what I told them. You know, I'm sorry.
But
I would say I'm dating. We're dating.
But here's the
gentleman here.
Okay, he's supposed to pay.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
But you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
Damn.
No.
Where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal.
We want equality.
You're gonna pay.
This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up. Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right. If you go on a date and he doesn't pay, he wasn't taught right.
Yeah, you tell him.
I'll tell you right now, if I was dating someone and they never offered to pay, I wouldn't be dating them. Because I'd say, this is the most polite they're ever going to be. And they're not even trying to pay now. Let me tell you what means something to a guy. Trying. That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used. Any guy who's really confident and self-respecting, if the woman never is even trying to contribute, he feels like he's being taken advantage of. And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the lack of gesture.
All of these hoes make it difficult.
Before you go on a date with someone, I believe you should just casually meet up with them. No money spent. Just where you'll talk and feel each other out, see if there's chemistry there, so that when you actually go on that date, it's actually worth the trouble. Because you already understand that you can stand being around this person for a long period of time, and you can actually hold a conversation with them. So going on a date with them would be more fun as opposed to trying to figure out, do I like this person? Do I feel this person? Is there a good vibe there? So if they're not willing to meet up with you on those terms, then you already know that I gotta cut my losses and keep it moving, because clearly they're not trying to get to know you. It's more about what you can do for them. If that meetup went well, then you set up the date. As a man, you should pay for that date. However, if the date didn't go well and y'all didn't gel, then I would suggest going 50-50. Then everybody can just cut their losses and keep it moving. Yes, I'm a traditional modern man. Let me know what you think about today's video.